come to some sort of reasonable, talk this guy down from his ledge and get him to just stop here. Again, we're stopping right now. Let me get a location for you guys.
It looks like he is stopping. And as you mentioned, Stu, that we don't know who is actually driving that car, who's walking out right now. Looks like about to surrender, hopefully, to police.
Yeah. Their guns are drawn, too.
Yeah, as he stopped there. It was interesting that those police doors were open while they were in pursuit. Looks like he sped up for a second and then finally slowed down. We still don't know. Stu says this is a possible kidnapping. We still don't know who's actually inside that vehicle driving that car, whether it's the child's father or we don't know.
Well, the mother called police near the Atwater Village area, claiming that her son was kidnapped. We don't know who the suspect is, but right now, police, at least for the moment, have him stopped. Stu, what do you see up there?
Well, this gentleman, the driver of this vehicle, has stopped the vehicle. You see the door is open. Obviously, they're yelling out commands. Again, we don't know exactly the relationship between this man and the child inside the car. Sometimes it looks like he's holding the child. He's definitely holding the child there in the front seat.
Oh boy!
And this is going to get very, very hairy. We don't know, again, what the relationship is here between the child and that man driving that vehicle.
Stu, we think it's by the way, Stu, we think it's a 4-year-old girl that's in there with him.
Yeah, we see her wearing a purple sweatshirt there. 4-year-old girl, we're hearing, Stu.
Wow, yeah. And you can see the guy talking to the officers right there. Well, now,
he might
just be advised. Okay.
Sorry, Stu, go ahead.
No, that these officers have, they might have weapons drawn, but they are equipped with tasers, obviously, and also a beanbag gun. So you know that those officers are not just going to open fire on that car with that child in that man's hands like that. So they're going to try to talk him out. Hopefully he'll do the right thing, but if not, they will use force. Okay, here it goes.
He looks like he's walking out of the car with the child in his hand, in his arm, actually.
He's got her in front of him.
The 4-year-old girl.
And that man visibly upset.
We're going to have to be real careful with the shot here, too, Stu.
And it's unclear if he's
armed or not. We're going to have to be real careful.
Absolutely. If you're just joining us, we are looking at the end of a pursuit that began in the Atwater Village area, possible kidnapping we're hearing. We do know that there was a 4-year-old girl inside that car. The mother of that 4-year-old girl called for help, called police. We do not know the relationship between the gentleman that you're seeing there talking to police right now as we speak and the 4-year-old girl inside that car.
Yeah, he's clearly upset, too, as you see him speaking with the police officers. And one would assume that they're doing their best to try to talk him down and calm him down. But we've seen him already pull that little girl out as if to almost to shield him or to show them that they better be careful, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, you can only imagine if this mother is watching this right now, at the end of this pursuit. She called police, calling for help. Her little girl possibly taken. We don't know if that's exactly what's going on here, but that's probably what's going on. Of course, we're hearing from Stu that the car in pursuit was going at a very high rate of speed on the 5 freeway when this started in Atwater Village this evening.
Okay, well, he's...
Extremely traumatic moments, dramatic moments here. That man, like you said, obviously very upset, making very unwise moves, and then just to have his child in this situation, obviously not thinking in a rational sense, this is very, very dangerous for all the parties involved. And he keeps holding that child, perhaps to comfort her, but again, not a wise move with those officers right there. Then he makes these erratic moves. You saw him digging in his pockets. That is a very dangerous thing to do, especially in this situation. So again, officers are they're trying to talk to him. We hear them a little bit, and they're trying to reason with him. Obviously, there also was some talk about a grief counselor, somebody, probably family counseling that they're trying to get a hold of. Maybe they can get that person to the scene to bring this to an end. But here we go, officers making a move. They're just going to take him by force.
I'll tell you what, I think that's the best thing at this point. They've,
absolutely. It didn't appear
got
that
to do something.
It didn't appear that he was armed.
No, they've got that little girl. She's...
Yep, she's safe in the arms of police officers.
No, I'm on the child.
That's right.
Whew.
So yeah,
That's,
so you see this dramatic ending here, and again, LAPD doing an awesome job, just just taking charge of the situation. That's what they're trained to do, and getting that child to safety as quickly as possible. They're obviously going to clear the car, but as we understand it, there's just those two people inside the vehicle. But
wow,
again, a dramatic end here to a pursuit in
they
some
had
domestic issues.
They had such a difficult decision to make. We don't know if he was armed. He was acting just so irrational and yelling at them and picking her up and kind of tossing her around a little bit. And
we also noticed him popping something in his mouth prior to the police officers coming in there.
That's the point where I said, uh-oh, something's got to give here. And they jumped right in. I don't know if we have a chance to re-rack that video of when they actually finally stormed in on the suspect, but boy.
I'm sure at that point police officers were fearful that he was maybe reaching for a weapon, but it looked like he was reaching for something to put in his mouth. I don't know what that was. But
there's the little girl on the right, one officer holding on to her, a 4-year-old little girl we believe was kidnapped from her mom's home. We don't know the relation of the suspect to that little girl, but he seems certainly distressed. And
a safe end to a pursuit that began in Atwater Village tonight.
Yeah, ending here in Silver Lake with the police swarming this suspect here, who put up a fight, even with this little girl in his hands. And,
absolutely.
And police all around him, he still tried to put up